What's up, y'all? So I'm gonna do a little video today on trans women joining the U.S. military. Now I know this is a very touchy subject. You know what what this kind of reminds me of? It's almost like gay people who fight for gay marriage. Do all these gay guys really want to get married? Do they really want to get married and be monogamous and be faithful to their partner? Or are they fighting for, or did they fight for gay marriage because they just wanted the right? It's just a matter of principle. That's kind of how I feel it is with trans people wanting to join the military. Because I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, this is just this is my opinion. I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying this is law or fact. This is my opinion. I just feel like a lot of trans people don't want to join the military. I'm pretty sure you don't. But they're fighting for the right to, just to have the right to. Which I get, it's a matter of principle, but it's kind of silly, in my opinion. I just want to talk a little bit about this. Now what about me? Now, about 10 years ago, I tried to join the U.S. military. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I tried very, very persistently to join the U.S. military. First I started with the Army. I got denied. Then I went to the Air Force. Got denied. Then I tried to sign up for the Navy. Got denied. I tried to join the Marines. Nope. You know why I could not join the U.S. military? It's because the Army deemed me as physically unfit because I have implants in my skull. The U.S. Air Force deemed me physically unfit because I have implants in my head. The U.S. Navy deemed me mentally unfit because I used to take lithium and other antipsychotic drugs when I was a teenager. And then the U.S. Marines, which were my last resort, they deemed me mentally unfit because I used to take mood stabilizers and antipsychotic drugs. But then yet you can join if you don't know if you want to be a fucking boy or girl. That seems a little bit. So I couldn't join because I have an implant in my head, and I couldn't join because I used to take mood stabilizers and antipsychotic drugs. I was basically deemed unfit for duty. But yet people can join the military now and expect to get SRS surgery and hormone replacement therapy paid for by the taxpayer, paid for by my father, paid for by my fucking neighbors, paid for by all the salt of the earth people that live in this country. Now, I have met a lot of transgender people in my life now, especially since I started making videos on the subject like over a year ago. I have met transgender people in Cambodia. I have met plenty of transgender people in Oregon. I've met them in Maine. I met a lot of transgender people up in Maine. And I just communicate with a lot of them via email or messaging apps or whatever. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this. The vast majority of male to female trans people are mentally unstable. I'll say it again. They're mentally unstable. Now, are 100% of them all mentally unfit and no. Some of them can lead pretty normal lives, but at the end of the day, they're kind of fucked up. They're kind of fucked up in the head, and I know this because I've been friends with a lot of them, and I've been around a lot of them. Like, I even went to a transgender support group one time up in Maine. And just me walking in the room with my appearance, I was automatically pegged for a tranny chaser, for this, basically just a bad dude. And the second I opened my mouth to show my support, people walk out of the fucking room. Now, that doesn't seem like the behavior of somebody who's mentally stable and logical, right? That seems like somebody who's got some serious fucking issues, man. I personally do not think that the U.S. military, aka the taxpayers, should be funding sexual reassignment surgery. I think that that has no place in the U.S. military. Absolutely not. I don't think that hormone replacement therapy has any place in the U.S. military. And I also don't. Now, the other argument is this. Well, the U.S. military pays for Viagra, and they pay for blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, they shouldn't be paying for that shit either. No, they shouldn't be paying for that shit either now. Should they? You know? I think that the military should not be paying for any kind of surgery, any kind of reconstructive surgery, unless it is duty related. For example, if I'm in boot camp and I break my fucking arm, falling from a ladder because I'm doing an obstacle course, okay, that should be covered by the military. If I'm in battle and I get shot in the fucking leg and I need to get surgery on my leg now, that should be covered. But if you're going to join the military with the intention of only doing it just to get fucking free surgery, then fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah, I said it. I'm dead serious too. If you see with all of these people joining the military now I'm not saying it's a whole lot of people, but I get emails from these trans women, whatever, on a fairly regular basis asking me my opinion on it. And they seem to think it's perfectly okay to join just to get fucking free surgery. That's just like me joining the military only to get free school. I mean, yeah, you can do it, but I think it's fucked up. Right? No. I just think that this encourages people to join just to get free SRS surgery, the sexual reassignment surgery. I really feel like that has no place in the U.S. military, man. I feel like a lot of money's wasted in the military, and this is just another thing, and it incentivizes people to join. What? No, man. I just don't think that's right, and I don't think that, especially most of the male to female, do y'all really want to join the military? Do you? Or do you want to do it just because you want to be able to do it? Which I mean, I get it. Yeah, you want the right, you want to exercise your right, but if you don't even want to do it, then why fight for it? And furthermore, why are you fighting to join the military just to get a hand-me-out free surgery? Now, I've been told that other countries like Germany and Australia do it. Well, okay, well, how's Germany doing right now? Look at Germany. They're just letting anybody come in. And what's happening, man? Women are getting raped in the streets. Now, I'm not saying it's happening every day or anything, but it does happen. Women get raped by these people, these outsiders who come in who don't want to conform to a Western culture. And then the Prime Minister of Germany, rather than kicking out these immigrants, she says, oh, well, you need to cover up more. You need to cover your bodies up more so you don't get raped. And they're also paying for people's, sexual reassignment surgery in the military. I think that's fucked up. I think that's really fucked up. So if any male or females are watching right now, I know I probably lost some fans and some viewers, and I don't give a fuck because I'm speaking how I feel about it. I think that y'all have no business being in the military. All right? I think that if you're at the point where you want to change your gender, and you want to get surgery paid for by us, by all of us, I think that's a very selfish thing to do. I think that's really messed up, and I think that has no place in the U.S. military. Just as I don't think that the military should be paying for a lot of things that they do. Again, I think that the military should only pay for things that are like combat related, training related injuries, anything like that. But if you join the military and you're presumably a man who wants to be a woman, and you join with the intention of doing it just to get a free SRS surgery, man, fuck you. That's a shitty thing to do, man. Alright, get a job, save your fucking money, pay for your own transition. I think that's really messed up, dude. I mean, I'm just telling you how it is. So, based on my experience, I feel that pretty much every single male to female trans woman I've ever met is somebody who is mentally and emotionally unstable. A lot of them, you know, use drugs on a regular basis. A lot of them are highly sexually promiscuous. And again, I can say this because I have experience with it. And a lot of them are very like they have this sense of entitlement. They have this sense of entitlement now, and that causes tension. And you know, if anybody wants to shoot me an email and, you know, wants me to speak a little bit more on this topic, I will. But I feel pretty like I'm pretty set on what I said. I don't have, you know, an active hatred, obviously, for you know, for trans women, but at the same time, I got to be real here and say that that has no business in the U.S. military. That should be left out of it. That's just how I feel. So, you guys have any issues with that, or you want me to speak on it again? No joke striking at gmail.com. Bitches. I am back on Instagram, actually. I decided to get back on, so you guys can follow me on there at Brayton Howard. I'll put all that shit in the description box below. So, anyways, y'all, peace.